of radio waves, their incredible impact on our lives and beyond. Right now, invisible signals are flying through the space around you. Beyond the spectrum of light your eyes can see, massive radio waves as wide as entire houses carry information between computers, GPS systems, cell phones, and much more. In fact, the signal emitted from your phone is so powerful that if your eyes could see radio waves, you'd be able to spot your phone all the way from Jupiter. Of course, that's assuming the sky isn't already flooded with interference from Wi-Fi routers, satellites, and, naturally, people flying on planes who forgot to switch their phones to airplane mode. But here's the thing. Airplane mode isn't just for the safety of your flight. It's for the safety of everyone else in your flight path. Mobile phones communicate with networks by transmitting information in the form of electromagnetic waves, specifically radio waves, which are part of the electromagnetic spectrum. These radio waves come in many wavelengths, and imagine if your extraordinary eyes could see each wavelength as a different color. When you make a call, your phone generates a radio wave signal and sends it to the nearest cell tower. If you're far from coverage, your phone will consume more battery power to emit a stronger signal to establish a connection. Once connected, the signal is relayed between cell towers until it reaches the recipient of your call. Since your call isn't the only one being transmitted, cell towers assign each participating phone its own specific wavelength. This unique color ensures you won't accidentally hear someone else's conversation. Even the wavelength your phone receives information on is slightly different from the one it transmits, avoiding interference between outgoing and incoming signals. However, there's a finite number of colors to assign. Since the advent of Wi-Fi, the demand for these wavelengths has skyrocketed. With countless signals saturating the airwaves and a limited number of wavelengths available, avoiding interference is becoming increasingly challenging. This is particularly true during emergencies when cell towers are overwhelmed by too many simultaneous signals. Phones on planes, the invisible signal jammers. One of the more preventable sources of interference is caused by phones searching for signals while soaring thousands of meters above the ground. At such distances from cell towers, these devices work overtime to emit extremely powerful signals in search of a connection. Because planes travel so quickly, phones may suddenly come close to a cell tower, flooding it with an enormous signal that drowns out the weaker signals from the ground. Essentially, leaving your phone off airplane mode while flying is like acting as a military-grade radio jammer, emitting massive waves that disrupt nearby signals. Even on the ground, most of our electronic devices emit stray radio waves that slow down our internet connections and make phone calls choppy. This forces consumers to pay for additional bandwidth, pushing service providers to take over more of the electromagnetic spectrum, and eventually launching more satellites into the sky, creating a vicious cycle that could one day blot out the stars. The unseen toll on astronomy. Even without satellites, this system poses a threat to humanity's connection to the cosmos. Radio telescopes, which are essential for studying celestial phenomena, rely on specific bands of wavelengths to observe deep into space. Although these bands are theoretically protected, enforcement is often lax. For instance, the Very Large Array, one of the world's most powerful radio telescopes, can detect signals ranging from 1 to 50 gigahertz within our solar system. However, if it tries to observe frequencies below 5 gigahertz, its search could be completely drowned out by the overwhelming presence of 5G networks. Today, there's no place on Earth that's truly radio quiet. Satellites transmitting signals across the globe have blanketed the planet in a sea of radio waves. Still, there are a few remote locations with relatively uncluttered skies, where radio telescopes can peer deep into the universe. From these sanctuaries, scientists can observe black holes at the center of the Milky Way and unravel the mysteries of galaxies up to 96 billion light-years away. That is, of course, if they're not blinded by signals from phones transmitting from first class. The growing strain on radio frequencies. The world is increasingly dependent on wireless technology, but this convenience comes with hidden costs. 1. The bandwidth crisis. With billions of devices connected globally, radio frequencies are becoming an increasingly scarce resource. Companies are being forced to expand capacity, complicating the management of these wavelengths. 2. Impact on space environments. Beyond interference with scientific research, the proliferation of satellites poses a significant threat to near-Earth space. Each satellite emitting radio waves adds to the clutter, making space observation more difficult and endangering future missions. 3. Decline in quality of life. Stray radio waves don't just disrupt technology, they can affect the quality of life. Interrupted phone calls, slower internet speeds, and higher costs due to increasing bandwidth demands are direct consequences. Solutions for managing radio waves. Without better management, radio waves could spiral into chaos. However, scientists and engineers are exploring innovative solutions to address this issue. 1. Artificial intelligence in telecommunications. AI can help allocate bandwidth more efficiently, intelligently managing resources and minimizing interference. 2. Astronomy-friendly satellites. New satellites could be designed to emit signals minimally or only in areas where they won't interfere with scientific research. 3. Educating the public. Raising awareness about responsible use of wireless technology, such as turning on airplane mode while flying or switching off unnecessary devices, can significantly reduce the strain on the system. A call to action: protecting our connection to the cosmos. The story of radio waves isn't just about technology, it's a reminder of our responsibility to preserve both our environment and our connection to the universe. Here's how you can help today. Use airplane mode when flying to minimize interference. Turn off unused devices to reduce unnecessary signals. Spread awareness about protecting the electromagnetic spectrum. If you found this content insightful, like this video to support our channel and help it reach more viewers. Share it with your friends and family to raise awareness. Subscribe for more fascinating stories about science, technology, and our universe. What do you think about the impact of radio waves on our daily lives and scientific exploration? We'd love to hear your perspective. Join us on Where Science Meets Storytelling. See you in the next video.